God's promise to Abraham. Long ago, after a big flood washed the earth clean, only Noah and his family were safe on a big boat with lots of animals. When the water went away, people started to build things again. They had a big idea. Let's build a tall tower that touches the sky, right up to the stars. They wanted to stay together and be friends forever. But something magical happened. Suddenly, everyone started speaking in different languages. It was so confusing because nobody could understand each other anymore. So, the people split up, finding new places to live with others who spoke the same language. The big city they left behind was called Babel, which means a big mix-up. Then, in a place called Ur, God talked to a man named Abram. God said, "Abram, go on an adventure to a special land I'll show you." Abram, his wife Sarai, and his nephew Lot packed up and went to a beautiful land called Canaan. Canaan was filled with green fields and clear blue skies. Abram and Lot had so many sheep and cows. The land they were living on didn't have enough grass and water for all the animals. So, the workers of Abraham and Lot started arguing over the best spots for their animals to eat and drink. Abram wanted everyone to be happy and not fight. He told Lot, "Let's not argue. You choose any part of the land you like, and I'll go the other way." That way, there was enough room for all their animals. Lot looked around and saw a really nice area with lots of water and green grass near the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. It looked like the best spot for his animals, so he chose to move there. Abraham stayed in the land of Canaan, where God asked him to stay. Even though Abraham and Lot had to live apart to stop the arguing, Abraham made sure they did it in a kind and peaceful way, showing he was a really good uncle and a wise man. God saw Abram's kind heart and told him, "This whole big, beautiful land will belong to you and your children and their children after them, forever." But Abram and Sarai were very old and didn't have any children. They wondered, how will God's promise come true? One day, 3 special visitors brought amazing news. "Sarai, you're going to have a baby." Sarai laughed because she thought she was too old for that. God also changed their names to Abraham and Sarah to show they were going to start a big family. Then, God said he had to fix the 2 naughty cities near where Lot lived. Abraham was worried for Lot. Lot listened to the angels and escaped with his daughters. But Lot's wife looked back and turned into a salt statue. Then, the most wonderful thing happened. Even though they were very old, Abraham and Sarah had a baby boy named Isaac. Isaac, which means laughter. They were so happy and amazed at God's miracle. Abraham knew then that God always keeps his promises, like giving him a big family and a beautiful land to live in. And that's the story of how Abraham and Sarah learned to trust in God's promises, no matter how impossible they seemed. The end.
The Adventure of Abraham and Isaac. A New Beginning. Once upon a time, after a big adventure on a mountain, Abraham and his son Isaac were on their way back home. Then, while the stars twinkled like tiny smiles above them, a kind angel came with a message that made their hearts dance. "Abraham," the angel said, "your family will be as numerous as the stars. And guess what? They're going to bring happiness to the whole wide world." It was like a secret promise about a hero who would come from their family tree, someone very special named Jesus. But when they got back home, they found themselves in a very quiet house. Sarah, the laughter and love of their home, had gone on a journey to the stars. Abraham and Isaac felt very sad, missing her warm hugs and bright smile. Abraham had an idea to bring some joy back into their home. He called his most trusted friend, a wise old servant, and gave him a very important mission. "It's time for Isaac to find a companion, someone to share stories and dreams with," Abraham said. Please find a kind lady from our family for Isaac." The servant set off on his camels, hoping for a little help from the stars. As he reached a faraway land, he made a wish. "Let the right lady be the one who offers water to my thirsty camels." It wasn't just any wish. It was a special kind of hope that only the kindest hearts could fulfill. Like a scene from a beautiful story, along came Rebecca with a smile as bright as the dawn. She saw the camels, tired and thirsty, and offered them cool, refreshing water. The servant's eyes sparkled with joy. This must be the one, he thought. She was kind, just like the wish. Rebecca, brave and full of adventure, said yes to a new journey. She traveled across the deserts and mountains to meet Isaac. When Isaac saw her, it was like spring had come to his heart, filling it with flowers and sunshine. Rebecca's kindness and laughter brought new stories and dreams to their home. Isaac and Rebecca, hand in hand, started a wonderful adventure together, full of love and promise. And so, the story of Abraham, Isaac, and now Rebecca reminds us all. After every big adventure, after every sad goodbye, there's always a new beginning, a chance for love and joy to grow again, just like the stars that twinkle in the night sky. The end. Upon a starry night, in a land filled with whispers of the past and promises for the future, Abraham, a man known for his kindness and faith, received a very tough test from God. God asked him to do something unimaginable, to offer his dearest son Isaac as a special gift back to God. This was to see if Abraham trusted God above all else, even more than he loved his precious son. Abraham's heart felt heavy, like a stone sinking in a deep, deep ocean. But deep inside, he knew he had to trust God, no matter how hard it seemed. So, with a brave yet heavy heart, he prepared for the journey. As the first light of dawn painted the sky in soft hues of pink and orange, Abraham, Isaac, and their two faithful servants set off on a journey filled with uncertainty. Abraham carried the fire and a knife, while Isaac, unaware of what was to come, carried the wood for the fire. As they neared the mountain that God had told them about, Abraham asked his servants to wait for them at the foot of the mountain. "Isaac and I will go up to worship, and then we'll come back to you," he said with a gentle smile. Climbing the mountain, Isaac, with a curious twinkle in his eye, asked, "Father, we have the wood and the fire, but where is the lamb for the offering?" Abraham, with a heart full of hope, replied, "My son, God will take care of it. He will provide the lamb for the offering." Reaching the top, Abraham built an altar, the most difficult one he ever had to make. He arranged the wood, and with a heart weighed down by a sea of emotions, he gently placed Isaac on the altar, ready to show God that he trusted him completely. But just as Abraham raised the knife, a voice as powerful as thunder, but as gentle as a whisper, stopped him. "Stop, Abraham." It was an angel sent by God. The angel said, "You've shown that you trust God above all by being willing to give up your only son." Then Abraham saw a ram caught in some nearby bushes. With a heart bursting with relief and gratitude, he untied Isaac, and together they offered the ram to God. It was a moment filled with so much joy and thankfulness. Abraham and Isaac returned home, their bond stronger than ever, their hearts filled with the knowledge that when you trust in God, He always provides, just in the right way and at the right time. And so, under the same stars that had witnessed their journey, Abraham and Isaac found comfort in knowing that no matter what, God's love and care would always guide them, just like it guides us all. The end.